Hello everyone, Krydax here. Today we are going to be playing some Satisfactory. Update 4 just released into experimental, and I would love to try it out. Many Factorio players love Satisfactory as well. It's a very... I guess you could call it a similar game. It scratches a very similar itch, that's for sure. So, we're going to go ahead and start a new game. And I've done all of these locations at different points. I think we'll stick with the grass fields. I like the grass fields. We'll call this Crydonium. Crydonia? Yeah, that sounds more like a place. And we could skip the intro, but we won't, just so you guys can experience what that looks like. Okay, here we are inside of our little drop pod.
Attention Pioneer. The following instructional video is a summary of your impending duties as an exoplanetary pioneer for Fixit Incorporated. Fixit Pioneers have 3 cyclical assigned pillars of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly. Use provided blueprints to build the necessary buildings.
That look familiar?
Chart the planet and gather resources to provide desired results and improve your infrastructure. Make sure to report any unusual discoveries to R&D for analysis. Expand your factories, outposts, and pipelines through automation and augmentation. That's it. Get to work and be effective. Warning, planetfall imminent. Please remain seated during full procedure. Atmospheric entry in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Planetfall procedure initialized.
A lot of fire. Our new planet to exploit.
Planetfall complete. Please ensure the integrity of your multi-purpose exploration suit is at 100%. Remember, efficiency first. Godspeed.
Alright, here we go.
Welcome to Planet Massage 2 ABB, your designated sector in the binary star system of Akija. I am Ada, also known as Artificial Directory and Assistant, tasked to support pioneers, such as you, in their mission. You are the third of your sector to survive planetfall. Congratulations.
Just the third. Out of how many?
Objective-based introduction initialized. Welcome to onboarding. First
We
objective.
could skip the tutorial,
Please
but
dismantle
it's
the
been a
drop
while
pod.
since I've done it.
The resulting materials will be repurposed to construct a habitat and utility base, from now on referred to as the hub. Note: Fixit Incorporated is cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste.
Alright, so we can dismantle this guy. Gets us what we need to build a hub. Grab
All
some
important
leaves.
Fixit data and communication is recorded and stored in the codex, including these steps.
Alright, so there's some deuterium ore right here. We'll actually grab this because we'll need it for research later. And I don't really know where to build my hub. I can't scan you do unlock the ability to scan for iron pretty soon, but right now I can't, and I don't see any. So I guess we'll open the codex. That's what they're telling us to do. So we can look at all the different parts, the hub, the heart of your factory, crafting bench, Xeno Zapper to kill the wildlife. You know, the good stuff.
Second objective. Please ensure you have your Fix-It Incorporated Xeno Zapper equipped before leaving the drop zone.
Check.
Note: according to Fix-It regulations, every pioneer should have access to a means of defense against extraterrestrial threats.
Don't worry, we will need all of this wood
Third
and leaves
objective.
for
Please
fuel.
familiarize yourself with the resource scanner to find iron. Note: the acquisition of iron is considered essential in preparation for all future objectives.
Ooh, a slug. So these little power slug guys are what let you make buildings go faster for more power. So essentially they're like speed modules, if we're using Factorio terms, and they're quite handy. Okay, so there's copper down there. I think I remember this area. I want to say there's something back in that corner too. Oh, crap. So you can fight these little... I don't know what they are. They're kind of like boars. They like to run in circles though. And then they drop their carapace, which we can use for fuel and I think healing stuff later. So we press V to scan after I kill this guy. Considering you can just jump over their head, they're not the biggest of threats. And we got good old ragdoll physics. Okay, so let's scan for iron. Later on you can scan for multiple minerals. You've got some in that direction, some in this direction. We'll go for the stuff, I guess. I'm gonna say you can sprint. Oh, why do you sprint on caps lock and not shift? Maybe that's a change I made at some point. And then you can do this little slide thing, and if you slide and then jump, you get going real fast. Okay. Impure Iron Ore. Impure Iron Ore. That's not... So impure gives you less iron per second. Not the greatest... Ow. Not the greatest to just have 2 impure... Is that all there is here? Looks like that's all that's here. Is that iron? That looks like iron right here. Why is it not showing up? There it is. Okay, so there's a lot of iron right here, actually. So we'll start... I'd rather start higher. I'll start up here, and then that way I can build platforms out over this area. It's easier to build down than up, I think. So we can mine some iron by hand.
Fourth objective: build the hub.
And then we can put a resource
to
extractor on
complete
top of this.
objective, the resources salvaged from the drop pod will be consumed. Caution: ensure the hub is built on spacious open terrain close to the presence of iron sources. Failure to do so will likely result in non-optimal progress.
Non-optimal progress? Well, we can't have that. It's been so long. Q. Forgot how to build things. Okay, so the hub is our essentially home base. And I guess we'll put it right here. Seems good. Okay. So here we've got our craft bench.
You have unlocked Hub Feature Manual Craft Bench. Hub Feature Hub Terminal. Fifth objective: complete Hub Upgrade 1. Note: the craft bench and hub terminal are essential for progression to the next objective.
So we have to work through tier 0 here, and these milestones are essentially like the research from Factorio, except they actually use, at least until tier 3 or 4, instead of using research packs, they just use regular resources. So I think it said we needed 10 iron rods. And so we need to make some ingots here with handcrafting. And then we'll make 10 iron rods. And then we'll complete tier 0. Or hub upgrade 1. Bam. And it's fun as you upgrade the hub, it starts to kind of build more around you.
Congratulations. You have unlocked Building Workshop, Equipment
stuff
Portable
away.
Miner, Inventory Additional Slots, Hub Feature Personal Storage. 6th objective, complete hub upgrade 2. Note, portable miners require no power and will mine a node until their inventory is full. Note, multiple portable miners can be used on a single node.
So the portable miners are pretty handy. It's kind of like if you put a burner miner down and it just filled up its own little inventory. We will want this for our next milestone. Iron plates require 3 iron ingots. Is that right? Oh, no. What is that telling me? 16/3. I don't really understand. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the ingot recipe. That's right. Yeah, plates. It requires 3. I don't know why it won't show me the recipe anywhere. But it makes 2 plates for 3 ingots. So the default ratio is, I guess, 1.5 there. So now we want to make an equipment workshop, which means we need some more rods. So I'm going to mine a little bit more iron here. We can get more from this guy. Okay, and then we'll have to make a ramp to get up into our hub at some point. So I do want to make the equipment shop, which required 4 rods. Okay. And I always like to have the equipment shop nice and close to the hub. Easy access. I'll put it right here, I guess. Later on we can make foundations so that this is all flat. And then we'll want to make some portable miners, which is 2 plates and 4 rods. So we will get 8 rods, enough to make 2 miners, and that will help us get going with some automated mining. So I guess now is as good a time as any to kind of talk about Satisfactory. As you guys can see, it is essentially, and some people might be mad at me for calling it this, but it's essentially a 3D Factorio, and I'm pretty sure even the devs of this game have basically admitted that's what it is. So they're not offended if I call it that. But the way that it's different is, I mean, obviously it's a first-person shooter type perspective, and that changes the feel quite a bit. Getting around is a lot more difficult / important. Scaling cliffs, you know, getting a jetpack at some point is a lot different. The world, I would say, is infinitely more beautiful than Factorio. I do love Factorio, but you don't play it for the terrain, I would say. But in this game, exploring the handcrafted world is actually really important and a really fun part of the game, and exploration is actually necessary for some of the things you need. There are these drop pods that you can discover, and those have important hard drives in them that you can use to do some alternate recipe researches, stuff like that. The other big difference is just the scale. The scale of this game, you can make it quite large, but it's not to the level of Factorio. you know, in this game you only need a couple things crafting compared to where you might have 10 or 20 in Factorio. Obviously, with the 3 dimensions, it's harder to scale things up in terms of size in graphics and stuff. However, having the 3rd dimension makes for logistics that look a lot different. You know, there are item elevators, and you can build multiple levels to your factory, which is pretty sweet. So, these guys are going to be mining some iron for me, which is nice, and now we can do this next hub upgrade, which will allow for some automated smelting and power, I think. So we'll need just enough. I think we'll need, let's see, 10 plates is going to be 15 ingots. And then 20 more, so we need 35 ingots for all of this. But yeah, I highly recommend giving Satisfactory a try if you haven't played it before. If you're a Factorio fan. It's not for everyone. Some people prefer to stick to Factorio, but I think both games are pretty incredible, personally. Okay. So we've got our hub upgrade 2, which is still in tier 0 here. This will unlock power line, some basic copper stuff, and a smelter. So we will chuck the recipes in for that. Upgrade hub. Bam, now we got some walls. And a little room here. Which is where your bedroom ends up being
later. You have unlocked
later.
hub feature, biomass burner. Scanner feature, copper. New buildings and recipes, which can be found in the build menu and craft bench respectively. 7th objective. Complete hub upgrade 3. Note. Connect buildings to a biomass burner for power. Note. Buildings such as the smelter require a recipe to be set. Advice. Automate the smelting process and use portable miners for optimal results.
So now we can connect power once we have cables to things, which we will need for our first couple smelters. So I'm going to go find some copper, because we need that for cables. So there's that copper we found earlier. And I'm going to grab 2 portable miners to put that down. So first we'll grab some more iron. And then 2 portable miners are going to need some more plates. I think that should be enough. Oh, right. I'm making ingots, not plates. I always forget there's another step between them. Okay, that should be enough for 2 portable miners. And we'll take those down to the copper area. I wonder if there's... Yeah, it's not an easy way to get down there quite yet. We'll just have to go around this hill. You can get all sorts of stuff like ladders and elevators later. Oh, wrong button. And so the biomass burner you have to feed manually, which is pretty resource intensive for a little while. Let's see. I keep forgetting what buttons to push. It's weird that you have to like equip these, like shoot them essentially at the ore. Okay, you need to die. Okay. So now we'll get some copper going. This is also an impure copper node, and this one is impure. So we will be limited a little bit in our factory throughput, with having 2 impure nodes, but you won't care about that stuff for a little while. But pure nodes are a lot better because they just have a higher maximum throughput. But I think 82 copper should be enough for a little bit, and we can always run back down here if we need more. Little slide jumps. Guess you can't do it uphill. Okay, so now we want to make some cables. Which require some wire, which require copper ingots, of course. I think we'll start with 20 and see how that goes. Or I guess cables are 2 wires. Okay, so then we want to make a smelter, which requires 5 iron rods and 8 wires. So we need a few more wires. And then 5 iron rods. A lot of handcrafting in the beginning, as with all good automation games. Makes it so much more satisfying once you get stuff automated. This is nowhere near as bad as Pyanodons, right? Okay, so then we'll have the smelter. I'll put these down here just so that we can more easily get to them from, what's it called? Whatever this is. The power thing. Biomass burner. And then we will connect power line to there. And now we can manually feed this iron ore, and it'll start making iron ingots at 30 per minute. And you can see here our biomass burner is using up the leaves that we grabbed earlier. So that's nice. And that will save us a lot of time. And let's focus on the next hub upgrade while that's running. Hub upgrade 3 will get us power poles, constructors, which are assemblers, essentially, and concrete and limestone, which we'll need to build our foundations. So I don't need a whole lot for that. I'll just go grab my excess iron ore here. And I'll feed that into Smelter, which we will be able to automate fairly soon. And then we'll work on doing some more handcrafting. I think I have enough for 20 wire. I just need 10 ingots for that. And then we'll need 20 ingots for the rods, and then 30 ingots for the plates. So, make the rods first. And we don't have quite enough, but we'll see how far we can get. So as you can see, there's a day-night cycle, which is got a pretty bright moon. It's kind of it's jerky. Like I can see the moon moving. That's kind of weird. I don't think it normally looks like that. Something's off with that. I don't know if it's because it's experimental or my graphic settings are weird, but you know, I wonder. I'm confused on the settings right now. I thought maybe always run is a thing. Let's see. I don't know what a lot of that is. Controls. Hold to sprint. We want that off. I always want to be sprinting. Maybe that will fix it. There we go. That's why it was caps lock, is because it's a setting. Hey, I found another power slug over there. Yeah, there's really no reason to walk in this game. So we'll make the rest of our iron plates, and that should do it. you can control click to put those all in and upgrade the hub. Step 3. So now we've got this little room here, got a toilet.
Congratulations.
Nice computer.
You have unlocked Scanner feature, Limestone. New buildings and recipes, which can be found in the build menu and craft bench respectively. 8th objective, complete hub upgrade 4. Note, use power poles to expand the power network for optimal results.
Okay, so I'm gonna get a few more rods here. A few more plates. Because a power pole, oh, that needs concrete. So we'll need to get limestone is the new resource. 200 meters that way. Looks like is the closest. And then that will allow us to build power poles. And then we can, yeah, make more power lines. So wires, rods. And then a constructor is pretty handy, but we need some reinforced iron plates for that. That will allow us to actually craft some items. But until we have limestone, we can't really... I guess I need one more rod. We can't really make power poles, which means we can't power multiple things, because you can only connect one power line directly from the... whatchamacallits? The burner generator. The biomass generator. So I need to go grab some limestone so that we can make power poles, so that we can actually hook everything up and have constructors. So it's just down here. It's so fun to jump around in this game. Although you don't want to fall into the abyss. That's not a good thing. So it doesn't look like there's a big rock I need to break on top of this. So we'll just plop our miners down on the edge here. So it's interesting. You can put as many portable miners as you want onto a node, which gives you, I mean, almost infinite throughput, but you have to manually grab things. Whereas you can only put one miner on this whole node. That's automated. So it's kind of interesting. You can end up with a lot more throughput in the early game if you just, you know, pop down 100 of these. I don't know if you could fit an actual 100, but you could probably fit 30, 40, 50 maybe. And so you kind of end up losing some throughput, but obviously the whole point is to automate things. So I should maybe grab a little bit more than 40. I'll do some hand mining too here for a minute. Okay, that should be enough for now. There's another power slug over there, shining. Grab some berries while we're walking by. I'll need the food eventually because you go on these long excursions where you get in all sorts of fights with animals. And there are more dangerous animal types, of course. We chose the kind of beginner area, so we didn't end up running into a bunch of super dangerous things. But now we've got some limestone, which we can turn directly into concrete at a pretty intense ratio. It's 3 limestone per concrete. But in the early game, that's literally all you use limestone for, so it's not too big of a deal. And so now we can make some power poles, except I need wire. Just kidding. Now we can make power poles. And then we can remove that power line, I think. Oh yeah, dismantle. And then we can build a power line from here to this, and that has 4 connections. So we can actually hook up multiple buildings now. So we do have a maximum of 20, I think, yeah, 20 megawatts. And this uses 4 megawatts, so we can only hook up a few. But we will build another smelter, which requires 5 rods, and then I want to build a constructor, which requires 2 reinforced plates. So we'll make our 5 rods. And then a reinforced plate is 6 plates and 12 screws. And did I need 2? Did I? I do need 2. Dang it. Okay. And then with the constructor, we'll probably be making iron rods, actually, because that's what we need the most of. In the early game. But we'll make another constructor here in a second. I just want to get everything going as soon as I can. So we'll put that there, hook up the power from our power line, which I don't have cables, so we can't do that. We'll make 5 cables. Okay, try again. Hook up you to you, and now we have a constructor. And make iron rods. Throw in a bunch of ingots, and there we go, 15 per minute. And once we have conveyor belts, we can start storing those. Well, technically, I guess we'll need storage as well, but... Okay, so we've got ingots running, we've got plates running. We'll put half the stack in there. Now we want to focus on the next upgrade. Upgrade 4 actually allows for conveyor belts and a few more inventory slots. So we'll focus on that. 10 concrete we already have. And 75 plates. So I'm going to shift this guy over. Select recipe. Iron plate. 20 per minute. Okay. So we'll need a lot of plates here, but I can make all the cables myself. And 16 should do it. It's really satisfying once you get everything automated. We'll make a few extras since we'll need them. Throw in our cable, and now we just need the 75 plates, of which we already have a few from our automation. We'll handcraft some more. I might need to go grab some more iron ore. See if we have enough. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab some more. These miners are all filled up anyway. Soon we'll be automated. Oops. Just 30 more plates. The thing about handcrafting is it's so much faster than automation in the early game. Some players are kind of bothered by that, but automation, you know, I take this approach when I play both Satisfactory and Factorio and any other automation games. Even if you just have one building automating it, you know, you're going to spend 20 minutes just walking around in this game exploring, and 20 minutes adds up, so generally it's not too bad. Okay, hub upgrade 4 complete. What did that actually do? Did it add this ladder?
Congratulations.
Now we can climb up
you
on
have
top.
unlocked building, conveyor belts and poles. Inventory, additional slots. Ninth objective. Complete hub upgrade 5. Note. Portable miners cannot be connected to conveyor belts. Advice. When planning the construction of buildings, note the placement of conveyor belts.
Okay, so we have conveyor belts, but I still don't have miners, and I still don't have storage. So really, the only thing a conveyor belt is good for at this point is one thing. Keep using the wrong buttons to try to deconstruct things. I don't know what game my muscle memory is trying to use, but so you can also snap buildings together with control, which is kind of nice. And then we can hook these two up. And then you can see our little ingots will go straight into our... I guess we'll do iron plates. And then we'll need to hook that power back up. So this will make 30 ingots per minute. This will use 30 ingots per minute, so it'll actually use up all of the ingots to make plates. And that will save me a lot of time and energy. And we'll probably need to grab some more copper. I don't think I can make more power yet. Nope. So we're still kind of stuck to the power we have. I do want to make one more constructor smelter combo though. 8 wires, 5 rods, 8 cables. We'll see if I have enough copper. But I want to automate iron rods as well. I think that's enough. Yeah. Like I said, 8 of each. We'll leave enough for a few wires, and then we have the rods, so now we just need some plates. And screws. I think 12 to make 2 plates. Rips, as I call them, reinforced iron plates. And then we'll need another power pole, which we can hook up to this power pole. And then we'll build a smelter. You can do the middle click thing. And a constructor right next to the smelter. Attach them with a conveyor belt. Hook them up with power. And there we have it. So we can do iron ingots here and iron rods here. Now this one will actually make more ingots than I need. So once you get splitters, you can split into 2 conveyor belts to make your ratios correct, but we don't have splitters yet. So I'll grab some more iron. Make sure these guys are full, and then I'm gonna go grab my copper. Also, who knows how much power. Yeah, we've only got 170 leaves, so we'll need to get some more leaves here in a minute. Although I think I have some wood as well. So, grab our 200 copper. And run out of here. I wonder what I need for hub upgrade 5. That actually, I don't know if I can see it in here. I can just see buildings. Yeah. Alright. Hub upgrade 5. What do we need? Bunch more stuff. And this one will give us the miners and storage containers. And that's when we can start getting a little bit more automation, but the real thing we need is more power, because 20 megawatts is not very much. We've pretty much almost used all of it. At this point we have, yeah, we're using 16 of it, so. I will be able to make the 50 cables, but I'm gonna need some more limestone. So we'll grab our limestone. I really need a ladder. Gotta go all the way around here. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll kind of build platforms over this whole area where we're mining. So that way the miners don't get in the way, and we'll just kind of have conveyors bring the resources up to the second level. And let's grab all the rods, all the plates. And do some more crafting. So concrete, we can just easily make what we need. I'm going to make a little bit of extra. Because power poles need concrete, and so do conveyor poles, which you need when you make a bunch of conveyors. And I think I just ran out of power, so we will grab all of our wood, throw that in there. So I've got the concrete, and now I need to work on the wire, or I guess cable. What I can do is make one more smelter. Actually, what does the smelter need? 8 wire. We'll do that. So we'll at least automate one more thing. This will be for copper. We do need a cable to connect it, though. To power. What is that? If you hold E, I guess you can select different kinds of things. I don't actually... That's new since the last time I played, I think. Don't know exactly what that is, but maybe you can select different tiers of belts if you're holding E. Just trying to get... Like, how do you get out of the crafting menu? I guess you just hit Q. Because right-click now takes you to... back to the building menu. And then E just brings up that circle menu, so. Okay. Somehow we unequipped our zapper, but I need to be making wires and cables. Okay, so we've got 6. That will be 26 more. So update 4 has apparently added drones, which I think are kind of like logistics bots from Factorio, which is super exciting because previously the only ways to transport things over long distances were either trains, which are expensive and take a while to set up, trucks or cars, which you have to manually drive to kind of create their path. And that, honestly, has never been my favorite thing. It's a little bit finicky and difficult to set up. And then you can also make, obviously, just have conveyor belts. And so none of those are my favorite for long-distance transportation. I generally just do conveyor belts unless I need a lot more throughput, where I would need to make 3 or more conveyor belts. Then I might use a truck or a train, but anyway, I'm very excited to see what the new drones are like. But they're in the very high tier. Need some more iron. They're in a very high tier of the technology, so we're probably not going to get there for a while. I don't know how much I'm going to be playing Satisfactory, so. Alright, Hub Upgrade 5 complete. That's nice.
Congratulations. You have
Got our
unlocked
second biomass burner.
Building Miner Mark 1. Building Storage Container. Hub feature Additional Biomass Burner. 10th objective. Complete Hub Upgrade 6. Note, there are no notes.
Note, there are no notes. Alright, so we're going to get some more wires here. Because I want to build a few more power poles. Get a couple cables. And we'll move some things around here. So connect those two. Connect both of these to that one. And then we need some biomass to throw in that guy. Take some leaves. And now we'll have extra power. Now I want to say these self-regulate, like they don't produce more than you need. Yeah. And now we have official miners, which is nice. And yeah, we'll be able to create biomass and biomass burners with the next hub upgrade. So we'll be working towards that. But I do want to set up some automated mining here. So I'll pick these guys up and we will see what I need. We need a portable miner, 10 plates, and 10 concrete, which we already have. So there we go. We can mine some iron just like that. We'll bring over some power. And connect our power line to that power line, I guess. And now this guy should start spinning up. Yep. Get some delicious iron. Now, I don't really have anything set up to use that properly, and we don't have splitters yet, so I think I will just deconstruct these two, and we'll have that miner go directly towards making plates. Yeah, I kind of maybe should have picked a spot with more room to start out. I kind of forgot how long the early game is, because until we have foundations, this is kind of a pain, but we'll set it up right here. Smelter, constructor, attach those, make a power pole, attach the power pole, attach the buildings to the power pole, and attach this conveyor to the output of the miner. And now we have fully automated iron ore. Now the impure will only provide 30 per minute, so, and I think these conveyors are 60 per minute. Is that right? Yeah. So we don't have one full belt yet. Oh, I need a select recipe here. Iron ingot and iron plate. And I can even make storage, right? Yep. So then we'll just have that go directly into storage. And so now, assuming I have power, we will just have infinite iron plates, which is a good feeling. Unlike Factorio, the resource nodes never deplete. So as long as we have power, we have iron, which is nice. And I need to go grab some more limestone, I think. No, I still have a bunch. I just need to craft it. I'll make a smelter for that. Get here. Connect it to power. What? That was weird. Oh, right. Smelters do not make limestone. Constructors do. So I need some more stuff here. We need some more wires and cables. And then I need more screws to make some reinforced plates, to make a constructor. You guys know the drill. So I do think for this Satisfactory playthrough, I may or may not film the whole thing, so there may be gaps in the videos, because Factorio, you know, like the Pyanodon's playthrough is really where I'm trying to be, you know, super intentional about making videos and stuff, but I do think I will probably film a lot of the Satisfactory playing, but potentially not all of it. I may just want to play and chill sometimes and not be recording, so there may be some times where you're like, whoa, where did all that come from? Because I built a bunch of stuff between episodes. But I need a constructor right here, and we're gonna attach that to power. We'll make concrete. Did I run out of something? Yeah, I did. So I need to go collect some biomass. Grab all the leaves. You do get a chainsaw. At some point in Tier 1, I think, or maybe early on in Tier 2. And that's very nice, because then you can cut down these trees. They give you tons of wood. And wood is a lot better for making biomass than leaves. But leaves work. Split the leaves in half, and dump it all in, and crank it on. There we go. So that'll run for approximately 2 minutes. So I'm gonna grab some more. We do really need that chainsaw. Alright, we got some more plates. What do I need? 100 plates, and 100 rods, and 100 wires, and 50 concrete. So, I probably will need some more copper. Let's go grab that. Grab some leaves along the way. I hear a magical noise. Where's that coming from? Oh, slug. And I can't see it, but there it is. Trying to kill me. We'll grab the power slug. And my weapon is glitching, so that looks fun. Oh, it's because all of me is glitching. I'm completely stuck. Wow, that was weird. Couldn't even move. Okay, so the copper is right down here. Probably shouldn't jump that whole way. We will grab all the flammable objects within reach on the way back. Okay, so we'll grab more plates, and then we will feed, let's see, feed copper ore into here, and then I will, oh, you know, I just realized I don't have any extra iron, so I should still have this little miner going to feed the iron rod maker. And then it looks like we've got... Will this make... Yeah, just enough concrete. One of your power girds has shut down, is what it said on the left. I think it may have meant grid. But yeah, we really need that chainsaw. Okay, so we'll take all the copper ingots. I'm gonna grab some more iron here. And then we'll put that into this building, which is making rods. So So if I can just make those 100 wires by hand, we should have enough for everything. And I will probably call it an episode soon. And then probably shoot the other one pretty soon here, or shoot the next one. Because this game is really fun, and it's a fun, kind of different, something different than Factorio for a minute. Let's see, so we've got a lot of wire. We'll probably want some extra, so I'm making more than the 100 that I need. Then we'll grab some rods, which are here. I do need 13 more rods. I think I'll just make those by hand. And then we can make as much power as we want. And biomass, which makes our leaves and wood go farther. Oh right, I need to grab the rest of the concrete. Okay, there we go. Upgrade hub. And we've upgraded, I think, fully now. Is that right? Or is there 7?
Congratulations. You have unlocked
there's
building
no 7.
space elevator, building biomass burner, heart, biomass. Motivational message. Congratulations, you succeeded in every provided task. On behalf of Fixit Incorporated, I thank you for your current and future service. Additional knowledge. The hub terminal has been converted to give access to milestones there to ensure you progress along Fixit-approved protocols. Note: future developments should be aimed at constructing the space elevator and, as such, initiating project assembly. Good luck.
So that little dropship takes your resources to space or whatever in the future when you kind of do the hub upgrades. Okay, so now we've finally got biomass, which should help our power needs a little bit. Take out the leaves. Split the biomass in half. There we go. So that 6 per minute, so this will last us at least 15 minutes, I guess. Maybe a little bit more. Put the rest of it in here. So that'll last us about 30 minutes. It's a little better than 2, or whatever it was. And let's take a look at the tiers. So tier 1 and 2 don't require the space elevator. And this will allow for foundations, so I'll probably do that actually first, so we can start to flatten out our base and build things more nicely. Then we'll need mergers and splitters. That's a pretty big deal. And then conveyor lifts, which are nice to take resources vertically. And then field research gives us some more inventory, lets us create more chests, place beacons wherever we want on the map. And then the MAM, molecular analysis machine, lets us find alternate recipes for different like resources. So for example, we can make screws directly from iron ingots with a certain recipe rather than having to make rods first, things like that. It's also what allows you down the research chains for the special kinds of ores, like Caterium allows you to do a lot of electrical stuff. And then there's all sorts of stuff in tier 2, like assemblers, which allow you to combine 2 different resources into one. There's the chainsaw, which I can actually do pretty easily, so I'll probably do that soon. And then solid biofuel is even more efficient than regular biofuel, so that'll help our power go farther. There's jump pads, which I don't care a lot about, at least in the early game. And then the awesome shop is kind of like for fun stuff that if you have extra resources, you dump them in, and it kind of eats all your extra stuff, and then you can buy fun stuff like a little cart that you can drive around, or statues, or whatever else. And then eventually we'll need conveyor belt Mark IIs, which go twice as fast. So I think this is actually the perfect place to call it an episode. In exactly 1 hour, we've completed all of tier 0, upgrading the hub, and in the next episode we'll work on automating more stuff and just you know, continuing down the research chain. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time.